Hello, I am Anne, and this is not Toby. My husband's home today, and he's having a little nap because he mowed the lawn this morning, which took him two and a half hours on a ride-on. So he's tired, he's having a nap, and of course Toby, whoever sits down first, the little bum goes and cuddles up. He's such a cuddler. So he's having a cuddle. He might pop in after if he hears me chit-chatting with you guys. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea. We talk here mostly about knitting. I did used to do card making stuff, but now I've kind of got the knitting bug again after many years, and the sewing bug too. But today's video is mostly about knitting and my experiences and what I'm working on. You can find me on Instagram as Toby Knits and on Ravelry as Brithockeymum, because yeah, I am originally from Britain. You probably can't tell anymore, but I am. And if you are returning, yay, thanks for coming back. So what shall I talk about first? I do have notes because I do tend to forget what the hell I'm talking about. So yes, I am retired, enjoying a very crafty life now. And I think this is my 8th podcast, so you can go back if you want and look at a couple of the older ones just to get more of a sense of who this weirdo Brit is talking to you. Okay, yeah, so let's just get straight on with it. I don't have any finished objects. I know. But I am working really hard on some of them, and they're very close to being finished. Maybe next time. Okay. I do have some good progress on some of my stuff to show you, and a couple of what you got ands. So let's start with works in progress, whips as I like to call them. So the one that has got the most attention, which is in my little purple bag, is Hermonie's Everyday Socks, which I am knitting up in this gorgeous yarn that I got from the monthly knit crate that I get. I think this was March's knit crate, and it's all sparkly and pretty, and so this is where I am at. It's in my little matching DPN case, which I made and will be selling soon. So this is where I am so far. This is the cuff and then the gorgeous pattern, which I really like. It's on both front and back, and I'm just at the point where I am doing the heel flap, and it's an interesting heel flap, and it's either side here it's like a garter stitch, and then the middle part is all the knit one slip one business, purling stuff, you know, all that kind of normal eye of partridge heel. So I love all the names they have for the different heels. One of these days I'll do something other than a heel flap, but we'll see. Anyway, this is the way that little eye of partridge goes. So you knit one, slip one, and then the next row is all purl. So it's very pretty. I like this, and it's the second one before you all get like, what? This is how long it's taken you? No, this is the second one. Oh, here is the first one. I should probably have it in a sock blocker. Where did I put them? I put them somewhere, and yeah, it's in here somewhere, but anyway, here we go. So the bottom, the sole of the foot is just plain garter stitch. And then you've got the pattern along the front there, regular toe. And then there is the heel flap and turn, and the sock. It is really a nice sock. This is a great pattern. It is by Erica Luda, and you can get a free pattern. It's free. It's on Ravelry, and this is what it looks like. I will leave a link below in my show notes, because if you click the little, I don't know if it says show more or if it's a little upside down triangle or something, you'll see all the show notes below. But I really am enjoying this pattern, and I definitely will make this sock again with different yarns. But yeah, so that's my progress on that. I am hoping that this will definitely be finished in the next couple of days. It doesn't usually takes me about 4 or 5 days, maybe 6, depending on what I'm working on to do the sock. But so that's that one. Put that one back over there. My Stripes and Clover Shawl by Danielle Veriano is coming on. I don't really know if there's a lot more done to what you saw last time. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I definitely have done all of this blue, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Had I started the blue? This is, I like this because again, it's plain garter stitch, each of the blue sections, so it goes quickly, except like after a bit you have so many bloody stitches on the needle that it seems to take forever to just do 4 rows. But it's good for if you're watching the telly, because you can just sit there and, you know, it's kind of cool. What do you think? I like it actually. It's a nice pattern. So this pattern has not come out yet. I believe it's coming out in September for the Fiber Extravaganza, which happens in Kemptville, Ontario in September. I believe that's when it's coming out, the pattern. So you'll be able to get a copy of it then, or I think you might be able to email Danielle and she might be able to hook you up. And the third thing I want to show you is the small diamond Argyle socks. Now these are what we are doing in our Thursday morning knitting group, but it's on Thursday mornings we do more of a technical or challenging project, and each month we pick a project, and this month happened to have been okay, I called it Entrelac last time, and it isn't that. It's something else. Intarsia? I think it's Intarsia. I don't know. It's one of those technical kind of words. Intarsia. Sounds very, doesn't sound like a knitting thing, does it really? It sounds more like a Game of Thrones kind of a... Not that I ever watched it. Hold my hand up. Never watched it. Don't know what all the fuss is about. But anyway, so here is what I have done so far in my Argyle sock. So the plan is to finish up, this will be the front of the foot, and you go up that way, and then these two pieces will be picked up to do the heel flap, and then the front will just be, I think, plain knitting. I think. No, that's the front. The sole will be plain knitting. And then we have to put, but before we get to all that business, we have to put in the other colored like stripe, and we're doing that as a duplicate stitch as opposed to carrying all these mega strands of yarn, different colored yarn behind. And believe me when I say this, even for me, carrying like 6, 7 different colored, because you just do this strand for these colors, then you pick this color up to do these, then you pick the next one up to do this color, and so on. But you know, when you're down at the bottom here and you've got a blue, a gray, a blue, a purple, a blue, a gray, a blue, Oh, having all those little strands of yarn hanging was doing my head in because it would get twisted. And I don't like twisted stuff. Everything has to be just like, yeah, anyway. So if I then had different colors for the strands as well, nope, couldn't have done it. Couldn't have done it. It was, there have been 1 or 2 times where I had to say to Stella, help. And she untwisted it for me because I just literally couldn't handle all the twisted strands. Because you have all these dinky little balls. That's it. And there's like so many of them in the bag and they get all, so I keep them in there so I can't see them. And I don't get all head up about it. But it's coming in really nice. So I'm enjoying that, and I think that one's gonna take me ages because I only usually work on it on Thursdays, and I'm still on the first sock after 3 weeks. So that's gonna take a while. Anyway, the pattern is called, what is it? The pattern for that is called the Small Diamond Argyle Sock, and it is a free pattern published by Grace Ennis Graphic Knitting Patterns. And I will put a link below to that too. But that is a nice pattern to follow, and it's that like the chart. It's a chart, so it's that's been interesting. Just learning how to read a chart. So yeah, we learn lots on Thursdays. Thursdays is a really good test your brain kind of a day. So, and finally, because yes, I have not worked any more on my blanket. It's just sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. It's just not getting worked on at the moment because I'm kind of all wrapped up in my socks and everything. And my flax sweater. Ooh, look how this is coming. I love it. It is coming so good, and it's so, lovely and scrunchy. So this is how it will go. These are the shoulders, which are all in garter stitch, and the garter stitch continues on all the way down the sleeves on both sides, and that side too. And then the front and back is just plain old stocking stitch. So I worked on it yesterday. Sundays is my sweater day. So I did from where my little goldfish progress keeper is, and I got that in Halifax, Nova Scotia, when I went to visit my son when he was studying out there. And but yeah, so it's fun to use. But I really am enjoying this. Of course, the color keeps getting blown out because of the light, but it is teal. Looks kind of bluish there, but it is more of a teal color. Anyway, so that's my flax sweater. It's coming on superbly well. Very happy with that. And it is in one of my Toby knit totes. So there is that one. So that's it. That's all I have to show you for works in progress. I do have another one I'm wanting to cast on. Okay, so did I tell you, I think I told you about the Bakery Bears, right? They're British podcasters that I love, and they are a husband and wife team, Kay and Dan Jones. And Kay does some designing, and she also does a lot of baking, which is kind of nice. And so she'll show you certain recipes that she's made that her family love. And then Dan loves history and exploring and stuff, and every now and again he takes you on an adventure. So I really like watching them. They're long videos, they're way longer than mine, but they're definitely worth watching. And Kay has just brought out a new collection. Last year I think she did a collection of 3 sock patterns based on Beatrix Potter characters or something. This time it's a Harry Potter themed, and it's called Swish and Flick. I just really like that name. And I don't know if you can buy the patterns all separately later on. I don't know for sure, but right now they're bundled as a collection. And if you sign up to get her collection of patterns, I think by the 31st of May, you get a free, it's called Choose Your House Sock pattern. And it's actually done in a worsted weight. No, it's not worsted weight, it's DK, which is like a number 3 for us here, you know, like a sport weight worsted, like the lighter worsted weight. So it knits up quickly, I'm guessing, because usually that stuff does. So yeah, it's a pair of socks. So I had to find out what my house was. So I did the whole little sorting business thing. And I am the same as my youngest son. And I am in Ravenclaw. So my colors will be, I'll just show you what I'm actually going to be doing it in. This, I picked yarn from my stash. So I'm doing this, I think this is some kind of baby yarn that I had gotten, is that really good English? Had purchased? Let's go with had purchased. And it's very soft. So I'm fairly sure it's a Bernay baby yarn. I have no idea because I don't know what the label. And then this is super old. Somebody gave it to me. I have 2 of these. It's a Bentex Barrett, and it is a lightweight 3-ply worsted, so I think that'll work. So these will be the colors I've chosen to do my house socks in. So yeah, it's a really nice pattern. I think you can you find the pattern on Ravelry? It might be on Ravelry. But if you sign up to get her there's going to be 7 patterns in this knitting collection, this Harry Potter knitting collection, and each month she will be, between now and I guess the next 7 months, whatever that becomes. Work it out for yourself because I don't know. Then you get a pattern every month, and they're going to vary in things like big and small and fingering weight and worsted weight and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to be cool. Her first pattern gets released, I believe, the 31st of May. So I think you have to sign up before then if you want the free additional, the 8th pattern, which is the sock pattern that I'm gonna do. So I'm hoping I'll have that cast on next time I speak to you. So other stuff, and yes, I have so much other stuff to cast on, it's ridiculous. And last week I went camping for the first time in ages. We just bought a trailer and we took little Toby, and we went camping and we had a blast. Absolutely loved it. I'll pop some pictures in here. So there you go, that was us camping. We had a great time, and I sat outside doing some knitting. It was lovely. It was kind of funny actually, because there was nobody else at the campsite on that side. There was seasonals on the other side, but there was nobody on the side that we were on. That could have been because we went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We weren't there like midweek or whatever. But my really good friend, Michelle, I met her for coffee the day before or something, and she gave me a bunch of magazines to take into the trailer for me to sit and read, and she gave me this. Look at the colors in that. Isn't that, I love purple, in case nobody knows. So this is called Sweet Mardi Gras. And Michelle is the founder, CAO, owner, dyer, with her daughter Rachel, of Bear Street Yarn, which are local people. It's local. If you live around Marrickville, Kempville, Ottawa, she's local. So I was very excited to get this. So thank you, Michelle. I am gonna make a pair of socks with that. And of course, today I got my knit crate. Even though I still have last month's knit crate that I haven't done, but you know, we're getting there. So inside of this month's knit crate was this gorgeousness. Look at it. It is called Strawberries. Now, does that not look like strawberries and cream to you? Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember that candy that you can get that's all stripy strawberry, and this was an orange one as well? Anyway, it reminds me of that. Creamsicle? I don't know. But it's really nice, and it's their house yarn, which is 100% superwash merino. Oh, 100% superwash merino. Gotta love that. I got a whole pile of socks I gotta wash in a minute. By hand. Yeah. I don't mind them washing them. It's the whole kind of trying to get the water out of them and then hang them up, and anyway. Still gotta love the feel of knitted socks though. So I really like these. This is going to be nice. And the pattern that we are getting, what was the inspiration for this? Farmer's Market was our inspiration. And the pattern is called Dancing Butterfly by Cynthia Levy. And I am not kidding you. I cannot wait to start this pattern. Just look at them socks. I can't wait. So it's going to be very difficult to choose for the next little while. All my various, I think I'm going to have to put the old flax sweater on hold for a bit, because got to tell you, it was very hot knitting that yesterday on my lap, and it's getting heavier now, so I'm going to have to put that on hold, I think. Maybe the shawl may have to go on hold for a while, because I'm pretty much thinking I need to work on a whole lot more socks. Because I've got so much great sock yarn. And they're good, they're quick, they're fast. Well, I think they are anyway. I love doing them. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you like it. Drop me, oh, hold on. I was supposed to do a drawer today, because I have whatever I did with it. Oh, I can't find it now. I'll be right back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So last week, after my podcast, in which I received some fabulous yarn from Timber Yarns in one of the Harry Potter house colors, not Ravenclaw, but that's okay. Actually, it was Hufflepuff, which is great because that's my daughter-in-law. So, and she gave me this as well, and I already had one that she gave me when I actually met the fabulous lady, whose name is Heather, at Toronto Frolic. So I decided I would give this one away as a free gift for a comment below on what was your favorite Harry Potter movie. And although I had quite a lot of comments this time, which is great, thanks, keep them up. I love hearing from people. Only 2 people actually commented on their favorite Harry Potter movie. And so I've got their 2 little names here, and I am going to do a quick draw and tell you who is going to win that. And it is Sandy. So I will leave you a comment below, Sandy, so I can get your address so that I may mail out this to you with thanks for watching my video. Talk to you later, guys. Have a great week, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.